Hello, everyone. Frank Morano here with an update on the city's Pied-à-Terre tax mess. And for once, I've actually got some good news to report. Yesterday, we won an important first round in court. A Staten Island judge, Wayne Ozzie, Democrat, by the way, not that it matters, temporarily stopped the city from continuing to rely on its massive supplemental property list and the mailed notices without first making the individualized determination the law requires. The judge also stopped the city from enforcing the deadlines in those notices for the time being. Now, this makes a big difference because from the beginning, my position has been very simple: verify first. Government shouldn't send you a notice that essentially says, we think you may owe us a huge tax. Now prove us wrong. It's totally backwards. My wife, Rachel, my father, Carmine, and Simon Headley were among the plaintiffs who challenged this rollout, and I'm proud they were willing to stand up and fight City Hall. I also want to give a lot of credit to Randy Mastro for the legal work. He made a strong case, and yesterday we got an important result. Now, I want to be careful here. This isn't over. The city has appealed. We expected that. We don't know yet what the appellate court will do, and nobody should pretend otherwise. But it's funny. I don't know if you ever saw the movie Newsies or maybe the musical Newsies on Broadway or whatever else. But there's one great number in both the movie and the musical, and the Newsboys. It was a great movie. You got to see it. I think it's great. It's one of those movies that I don't think a lot of people enjoyed at the time, but the esteem that people hold it in has grown over the years. And there's one great scene where the Newsboys are on strike, and they're in the newspaper. Bill Pullman's character in the movie does, I think it's Denton. He does a great profile on the Newsboys, and they're in the newspapers. And these kids that sell the newspapers every day are in the newspaper and that they're used to selling. And they say in the song that, we're the king of New York. Basically, for one day, we're the king of New York. Now, who knows what happens tomorrow? Tomorrow, they may wrap fishes in this paper. But for today, we're famous for one whole minute. And that's kind of the way that I feel about this court case. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but today it's worth celebrating. So yesterday's ruling, I think, was very significant because a judge looked at the process and said, in effect, there's enough of a problem here to put the brakes on it. And while all that's going on, there's another issue I want homeowners to be aware of. So the city published a searchable list tied to this tax. And my office has already heard concerns from constituents about privacy and scams. At least one constituent reportedly received an unsolicited text message from an unknown person referencing information from the list. We can't say for certain that the two are connected, but I'm not interested in waiting until somebody gets ripped off to start paying attention. So I've written to the NYPD, the state police, the attorney general, the FBI, the Secret Service, the Department of Consumer and Worker Protection, asking them to be on the lookout for scams, identity theft, fraud, burglary targeting, phishing, and other schemes that could take advantage of this confusion. If you were on the list, if you received one of the letters, or if somebody contacts you claiming they can help you with your Pied-à-Terre tax situation, be careful. Don't give out personal or financial information just because somebody knows your name, your address, or something about your property. Verify who you're dealing with. And if something seems suspicious, report it. I know this may sound like common sense, but unfortunately, common sense and government bureaucracy aren't always on speaking terms. The larger point here is this: good government isn't complicated. Get the facts right, follow the law, communicate clearly, protect people from unintended consequences. And when a government makes a mistake, fix it. Instead of making the taxpayer fight through 3 websites, 5 phone calls, and a stack of paperwork to prove it. We got an important victory yesterday, but the fight isn't over. We'll keep following the appeal. We'll keep pushing for accountability, and we'll keep doing everything we can to protect homeowners caught up in this process. Thank you for watching. Please share with anyone else who may have been affected. If you have comments, please make them. Thanks.